This is what kick ledger tape. I'm going to show you counter recounter progression. So I'm here once again with Kurt Cornwell at MKG Detroit in Ferndale, Metro Detroit. Again, please check out the Rick Face seminar that we're going to go down to March 11th. We're going to be kind of carpooling down from here. If you're in the Cleveland area, please make sure you check it out. So from our last episode, we showed kind of a basic 4-punch combination with a couple of variations in sectoring and timing. And so now Kurt's going to explain how we can advance this even more as a reaction drill.
Okay, so as kind of a basic flow drill, we're going to establish a baseline of some slipping and hitting, and then we'll add some interruptions and just some basic counter techniques. So where we started before is I'm going to step forward and jab, and he's going to throw that jab back. So just sort of basic Jedi mind trick that when I throw the left, he throws the left, and I slip outside. Again, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So next piece is my options from here are to shovel hook to the body or to sector out an overhand over top of that punch. Hit and 1, or hit and 2. Now, the first thing that we add from this baseline is he's going to interrupt my right hand. So the timing of this is as such. I step and jab. He jabs here and I move. And before I throw this shot, he's going to jam me over. Okay? So it can be the palm of his glove as like a cross face. It could be his forearm shoving me. Or he could grab my shoulder and circle and push me like this. Right? Note that when he pushes my face, I've got a little bit of a circular action. So he's not just shoving me sideways. I'm getting, go ahead, a little bit of momentum like this. The forearm one, he's going to make sure he moves his feet to drive a little bit like that. Otherwise, he winds up over leaning too much. And then on the shoulder, we want kind of almost a circular rotation so that it starts by turning my shoulder and then pushing me this way. Okay? Again, 1, 2. As I go to punch, I get pushed here like this. Hit, boom. Right? So when done correctly, it should shut this line off. As I'm starting to gain my momentum into this shot, it gets shoved back against me and negates this option a little bit. 1, here, good. And it doesn't have to be a big movement, right? Take your time with this. Don't just hammer each other in the face. Certainly it could be a backhand punch or something like that to the side of the head. But just get used to this sort of circular movement. We often use this in dirty boxing from this position to circle and push him out that way and hit underneath like this. Very common in the Pontotogan or dirty boxing style of approaching these glove drills. So we're kind of borrowing from that and getting this semicircular into straight line pushing action. Okay, that sounds like a kung fu action. 1, hit, boom, here, okay? Now, next piece we add to this. Here, step. When I feel him jam me up, first option is my left hand is inside, so I'm just going to pull down, trap this out of the way, and hit, 2, 3. Whatever kind of follow-up punching you want, starting right hand. Hit, slip. I go to hit and I get jammed up. Pull this out of the way. Cross, uppercut, and cross. Again, hit and move. Boom. Hit. 1, 2, and 3. Hit and move. Boom. Move it. 1, 2, and 3. Like so. So, the baseline again. I jab, I slip, and I hit. Right? I jab, I slip, and I hit. Then whenever he chooses to, he can interrupt my shot like that. Okay? And if he gets it, he gets it. Sometimes I'm going to get this one. Sometimes he's going to stall me out. And if my timing is right, when he stalls me out like this, then maybe I trap this out of the way and hit, and hit. Last response to him jamming my right hand with his left is similar to doing this uppercut motion here like this. My left hand is going to thread between his glove and his face as I pop his near side arm out of the way and go into a side clinch and knee the leg. So again, we're here. 1, 2. I'm going to hit and I get jammed. So this is going to thread inside while I use my rear hand to trap this arm off of my body, right? I need this as far up as I can get because I got to get close. So I don't want this resting up on my shoulder. not good. I'm gonna get elbowed. It's just too many options for him. I have to shove this in up here from the side position and just knee the leg, right? Just tap here, here. You could go body. We could go to the back, especially as a self-defense set. If the height difference is there, put your knee behind and buckle them a little bit and then go to work, and you can dump from here as needed.
I think you need to watch the speed that you do this at. You notice that even kind of casually, it's easy to miss the timing, and that's kind of the whole point, right? Even at this kind of 1-2 speed, right? Kind of one, right? If I kind of, you know, he can catch it, I can interrupt it, he can try to recounter, right? Sometimes we leave it there for our partner for just a second. You notice that even on the basic version. I sometimes leave my hand out for a second just so he can get used to hitting under or hitting over, right? Even at the speed that we're going at, really what would be happening is this, right? And so then it becomes a full beat hit. And worth playing around with, by the way, so that your partner understands what it really takes to do this at on the beat, half beat, and one full beat later, what that really feels like. But especially when we put the forearm on, my advice would be to really make sure you're comfortable with the speed that you're going at. Otherwise, this can get a little hacky. Often I will just lean into it, as opposed to maybe there's a temptation to wind up and step into it. It's going to get old for your partner pretty fast, right? Just from there, lean into it, which is how it's really going to work anyway. Like Kurt said, if you're going to hit, hit. If you're going to stuff, you know, use it as you should. So I hope you found this useful. Play around with it. Send us any ideas or videos that you have that are related to this, and make sure you check out Rick Fay in Cleveland, hosted by MKG Cleveland and MKG Detroit, along with David and Linda Hatch. In the meantime, keep your chin down, elevate your striking.